Hello everyone, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. It's been 3 months since I put in my texturizer and I gave you the results about the first time how it didn't really loosen my hair texture because I got a little scared and I really didn't leave it in very long. I put it in, smoothed my edges, and pretty much rinsed it out. But one of the things that I did notice is almost immediately my hair started accepting product a lot more easily, started retaining moisture better. So I would say in terms of the texture of my hair, it improved, and in terms of just, ease of styling and manageability. So I was pretty happy with that, even though I didn't get very good results. I just redid my hair. Again, this is the 3 month marker. And actually I pretty much applied it the same way I did the first time around. So since I didn't leave it in very long, usually you just, touch up your roots. Actually did apply it to the length of my hair, again, because I pretty much didn't have it in the first go around. I mainly just got my edges the last time, so my edges were really, really smooth. The rest of my hair, okay. So this time my hair is probably, I would say 70% dry. So you can see that it did loosen my hair texture a lot more than the last time. I definitely can feel like my hair is softer. My cuticles of my hair are laying down a little bit more smoothly. And again, accepting product a lot more easily. I have a looser hair texture in the very front, so I actually took, like this part and then clipped it up out of the way and then sectioned my hair in 4 sections. But I made sure I kept my looser hair texture out, and I applied it to that section very last. That was the last section I applied it, just to make sure that this section wouldn't get so much looser than the rest of my hair texture. So I did do that. So if you have multi-textured hair like I do, I think it would be a good idea to kind of segregate your looser hair texture. So that's something that I did. The second time around, I also combed the product through my hair per the instructions. First time around, I didn't do that because I know a lot of people, mentioned that when they did that, they felt like it loosened their hair texture too much. I decided this time to try it and see what would happen. Again, I feel like it gave me a more consistent result. So for me, it actually worked out pretty well. The third thing I did differently was I left the product in my hair actually longer than the instructions said. Because I do have, like here, my hair isn't quite as resistant, but the rest of my hair pretty much is. And one of the things that I noticed is that the particular brand of texturizer that I used by Silk Elements, I used the same texturizer as the first time. So it's a Silk Elements texturizer. It processes fairly slowly. I know some people said that some texturizers that they use process pretty quickly or faster than they expected. This one I would say processes fairly slowly, so you have a lot of time. I think the first time around I realized the hard way that I should have left it in at least the minimum amount of time they stated, because I had the time for it to process. Again, I didn't because I got a little scared. But personally, I'd rather under-process my hair than over-process. So when in doubt, I would say go less than the time specified or don't max out the time specified. This time around, I maxed out the time specified and actually added, I think, like 7 or 8 minutes to it. So from start to finish, including the very first time the product touched my hair, to the time that I applied it to the last section, to the time I combed it, smoothed it, and then right before I rinsed out, it was a total of 20 minutes. First time around, I think I only left it in for like 7 or 8 minutes max. That's including application. So, I mean, the first time around, I felt like it took me 5 minutes just to get all of my sections, and then when I actually applied it to the length of my hair, the product was only on the length of my hair, I think for maybe like a minute or two, and that's obviously why the length of my hair didn't have much of a distinction or a difference between prior to using anything. So this time around, because I knew, okay, it processes slowly, I took that into account. And then after I combed it, I could still see quite a bit of texture in my hair, and so I made the judgment call to add an extra 8 minutes, I think. I think they said maximum time 10 to 12 minutes for people with kinkier or coarse hair. And when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it doesn't look like it's doing much. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more time. I'm kind of glad I did, because this time I got more consistent results, and it actually loosened my hair texture. Now, I don't think my results are dramatic again, but that's not what I was going for. So it did what I hoped it would do. The first time around, I think it loosened my hair texture maybe an inch. That's probably it. This time around, you can see my curls do hang down a little bit more, so they're significantly more elongated, but I still have quite a bit of shrinkage. So let me just, but instead of my hair having, you know, like 7 or 8 inches of shrinkage, I probably have about 4 inches of shrinkage. So I still have a pretty healthy amount of shrinkage. As you can see, my hair is almost dry, and it still has quite a bit of shrinkage. So that's what I mean by it elongated my hair, but it wasn't over the top, which is what I wanted. I didn't want my hair to be straight. So I wanted to have a looser hair texture to improve the manageability of my hair, which is the whole reason why I made the decision to texturize my hair versus Texlax or Relax. I don't want straight hair. I want to keep the texture of my hair. I just want to improve the manageability of my hair and help my hair to accept product better. Because in the almost 6 years I was natural, I mean, I struggled, with the exception of maybe my first year, I struggled the entire time with getting my hair to accept product, which is why I experimented so much with all these products, making my own stuff, DIYing, and it honestly just was exhausting. I'm pretty pleased with the results. So again, it did what I hoped it would do, and here going forward, I'll just be using, I'll just be touching up my roots, since I actually have a little bit more elongation. Since the first time around I didn't really get that. So now that I do have that, from this point forward, again, I'll just be touching up my roots, and this time I did it at the 3-month marker, even though I probably could have done it sooner since I didn't really leave it in the first time. But just to be safe, I didn't want to potentially damage my hair, so I decided to wait 3 months. So I'm going to try to wait another 3 months, maybe 4 months. I'm going to see how long I can wait the next time, but that's my goal, to wait 3 to 4 months in between applications. Alright guys, that's it. Again, pretty pleased with the results, and looking forward to what happens next in my journey. Bye.